This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is May 4th, 2022. We are located at 9271 Flicker Way, Los Angeles, California, 90069. We are located under the house, and could not locate a mainline sewer cleanout outside. I believe there may be one in the backyard, but it was covered over by artificial grass, and we didn't want to pull the grass up and end up causing a problem with the artificial grass. So we're under the house. We removed a plug that was siliconed in. It had been cut out, and then they siliconed the plug in because there's no threads apparently, and they broke one little small piece of the hub on top. So we're going to go ahead and silicone another plug in after, but a mainline sewer clean out does need to be installed. They can cut this fitting out and put in a plastic fitting with a proper glue hub and screw a plastic plug in. We're going to zero out our camera monitor right here, right at the opening of the cast iron. You can see we have water running through here now. So we're going to begin running through our cast iron waste line right now. And the line goes out toward the left-hand side of the house by the driveway area. And it looks like it may be somewhat of a short run. We could see a patch in the street, may have been repaired. Right now we're in cast iron waste line, and it does have some buildup and some scaling in the piping. Not terrible. Wouldn't hurt to possibly descale this by hydrojetting at some point in time. Getting a little bit more buildup in certain areas, but again, still not terrible. So we're running out, and now we're making a transition. We've got a Y branch fitting here, and we're going to push through. And we're going to go slow. We're going in, still in cast iron, and we're running toward the outside of the house, and this looks like it exits over by where the gas meter is on the side of the house. We're making another little turn right here. A little hard to push through maybe, but no, we got it. And pushing through the cast iron, going out toward the street, going out toward the left-hand side of the house. We're still in cast iron. We may run cast iron all the way out to the street, possibly. We'll see. Still running out. Now we're transitioning right here to ABS plastic. We're going to push in just a little tiny bit. We're going to push in a little bit more. Keep going. We're transitioning to ABS plastic right here. And then we transition to green SDR 35 sewer piping. So we just had a piece of ABS plastic between the cast iron and the lateral. So now we're heading out into the street, and this is a 6-inch lateral. So we've increased from 4-inch to 6-inch piping, and that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And as I said, we probably have a fairly short run. We'll see. I'm going to continue to push in. Making a turn right here, and it looks like we're transitioning right here to vitreous clay. Got a little bit of an offset in that joint, a little bit of an offset in the next joint, and we do have a crack across. This is the saddle area. You can see right in front of us, going from about the 11 o'clock area down to about the 7 o'clock area, there's a crack in the hub of that piping, or in the face of the fitting. So we're going to push in just a little bit more, and we should be in the city sewer. Going to keep going in, and that is the city sewer right there. You can see we have water running through, and as we went past that saddle, you could see the crack in the saddle fitting. It was a lot more prominent. So we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to pull back very slowly and try and take a good look at this saddle area. Going to pull back a little bit more. There's the that's the transition. That's the end of the saddle to the city sewer. And we're going to pull back just a tiny bit more, and we're going to pause right there. As you can see, there's a very large crack in that saddle. It's broken pretty badly. We're going to pause for one moment. Okay, we spoke with the buyer's realtor and the seller's realtor, and we explained that the saddle was cracked, and apparently there was another report from some time past that did note the same thing. But this needs to be attended to. If you put a CIPP cured in place piping top hat sewer liner in this area and cover this area, it will support it and keep it from cracking further or possibly just crumbling if we have enough earth movement, if we have a large earthquake, and hopefully it'll support it enough to keep it from crumbling. Okay, we're going to begin pulling back now, and we're in the street. Got a little offset there as well. There's a little bit of water running inside. And then we transition right there to the green SDR sewer piping. Somebody replaced the lateral. Would have been nice at the time to replace that saddle fitting as well, but they didn't. There's a joint in the green SDR 35 sewer piping. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And then we transition back to ABS plastic, a short piece, coming up, and then transition back to cast iron. We looked at all the cast iron piping all the way out, and cast iron piping appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. We did have scaling and corrosion and some buildup. Worst case scenario, I would say maybe go ahead and hydrojet this lightly just to scrub it and clean it up a little bit, make it smooth enough to where everything's going to flow well. But it's not in terrible condition. I'm going to continue to pull back. Pulling back toward our waistline clean out under the house. And now we're up and out of our waistline clean out. And I've got it, Steve. I got it. That's good. And that will conclude our waistline and sewer line inspection.